welcome back everybody to Monster Hunter Wilds. We are going to be doing a bit of a side quest. This is the Fang asked us, or Mike Pelico asked us to do a hunt with him so we can test out the new thing that he created. Some of the stuff I didn't record, I guess I should say, is he'd actually asked me a couple times to gather some materials for him and to go on some sort of like preliminary hunt, so like some of the stuff, well, I don't think we did actually hunt, but like one of the things we did was we went out and caught some Vespoids, which are the bugs that carry the healing potion in their belly. And you can pop them and drink the nectar or whatever. So I also need this guy right here. I do need more materials from him, so this is a good double whammy where I can get some more materials off of him. At the same time we can do, whoops, that's a mistake. At the same time we can, that thing right there, you see a little Vespoid guy carrying that back of green, whatever you want to call it, pollen. Anyways. Okay, so he's got a little balloon thing that he created that just shoots at him. Pretty funny. Nice. I'm trying to do better playing Gunlands, because I'm really trying. I can tell this much like Longsword, this really isn't my cup of tea. But in terms of how I rank Gunlands, I feel like it's a little bit below even what I think of I mean, it's even below what I think of a longsword. I mean, longsword gets sort of repetitive after a while because what you're looking for is you're looking to try to get it, up the color. So it starts out in a white color, then it goes to pink, yellow, then to red, and you're trying to keep it in red because red is the highest form of whatever you want to call it. Not sharpness, it's like it's got a name of some sort. And basically you build up your sword to red so you can release it in some sort of giant counterattack, and then you want to rebuild back up to red by doing a couple different things. So you can't light water on fire, so the fact that you're in this water biome means you can't use your tail to create fire. You can just use the normal tail whip attack. So yes, I did start marking the materials I'm looking to make into armors. They made getting the armors nearly as difficult as, well, collecting the full set of armor is probably more difficult than getting the weapon, but it's damn close in terms of like, hey, I need you to go collect 15 Rathalos rubies. What's that? You only have a 4% chance of dropping a Rathalos ruby? Good luck. Not quite that bad, but like some of the easiest things, like the weapon doesn't require anything that's easy. So like, I'll give you an example. This guy's tail is not too hard to cut. So whenever you cut his tail, you're gonna get, as part of that, carve his tail, as material, okay? And the sword, at least the gun lance and the sword and shield, don't take the tail. as materials. So, bam. I'm kind of interested to see what they end up doing for future monsters here. Because right now, and I know I just got into high rank, so I really shouldn't be complaining at this point, but I don't know. No, I'm not. It's not that I'm not impressed with the monsters. I love them. I like Narcella and whatever the other one's called. I just literally just fought it. I think this guy's kind of nifty. I think the one thing that I think is kind of odd though is like you include the chocolate Jabra, but its model doesn't seem to share a model with anything, you know, which is, I wouldn't say disturbing. It's just a little surprising, is all. Because at least in Monster Hunter World, a lot of the monsters will share similar skeletons, so you can sort of try to pack them in there. Some of that has to do with the fact that the wyverns are all based off of the same, like, Rathalos type skeleton. They just change little things to make them a little different. The other one that I didn't understand, this is more of a world complaint, is you created the Agenath, which is essentially a T-Rex, and then you didn't create any other monsters that shared skeleton. I don't understand. I thought they would like come up with at least another monster or two that shares that skeleton. It didn't. This guy kind of shares a little bit of a skeleton with some other monsters that haven't shown up yet, but may show up soon, either now or in the near future. All right.
That's a material on your wish list. Nicely done.
Nicely done. We got some materials that are on our wish list. Hooray. Let's go, yeah, let's go do this. All right. We're not going to go up any more Monster Hunter ranks until I continue to progress through the storyline. I'll try not to say 14 more times. So we're back here. It's daytime. Just find Candy. We're talking to Key. Nice job, partner.
I had no idea you two were cooking up something like this.
Yeah, him and the blacksmith. Surprised. I want to be a top-tier palico. I need to keep thinking of new ideas.
I'm a lucky hunter.
Yeah, right, but my partner's also pretty good. Also, I put Fang in this armor that's sort of like a robot. So you can see his hands up by his chin.
It's a huge help.
And then his feet are kind of sticking out the bottom there because he's sort of riding in the armor instead of being in the armor. Which is, I think, kind of nice. I think that's a nifty change for that one armor type.
You won't want to miss out on this.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, now we're going to do the, what's-her-face's quest, Smith's quest. She wants to try out a new creation that she just came up with. I'm guessing it's probably some variation of like a, I don't know, like a, you know what a, well, I don't know what a Dragonator is, but I don't know, I imagine it's probably something like a Dragonator, or perhaps like a new type of pitfall trap or something. Something, you know what I mean? Something that's not super unique to this mission, but at the same time, it's not something that they couldn't, like, include after you, like, i.e. give it to you after you've done this mission. So I imagine it's gonna be one of those two things where she's working on some sort of like big boy Dragonator device, or He's hooking up something else that's sort of like a booby trap, like maybe like a you know how you have a shock trap and you have a pit trap. I wonder if this trap is to be something like a bomb trap where the monster walks and it causes the, you know, like a bomb inside of it to explode, you know, as soon as they walk over top of it, instead of you having to trigger it yourself. We'll see. Oh no, Jemmy! Hey, Gemma. Oh, look. She's literally standing right next to Narcilla, which is our target in this mission. So, where it says optional, lure a monster to Gemma. It doesn't look like we're gonna have to go very far. What you doing? Do this. What do you got there, buddy?
Put that thing to good use, Hunter!
Try out Gemma's prototype snare. Okay, so she did create a snare. Looks like a bigger... Is that spider web? This is like a spider web. That's actually kind of interesting. Even though it kind of operates similar to a... Yeah. It operates similar to the shock trap, but it's made out of spider web instead of electricity. It didn't last very long. That's okay though. Yeah, your voice sounds familiar now. Are you the same voice actor that did the girl from Craig of the Creek? The Chelsea character? I wonder. Some of that just sounded too Chelsea-like. You're doing a great job tracking Narcilla here. I'm also going to be paralyzed here in another hit. Bigger wasp after the fact. But you do have to stand in the powder there if you want to be healed. Does a pretty good job of doing that, but again you have to stand in it, otherwise it stops healing you. Used to be. I get these like yawns sometimes. I'm like not actually tired or sleepy or anything. It's just like, oh, fighting Narcilla is the boringest thing ever. It's like, nah. You know, you work, go to bed, you wake up, you work, you know, 9 hours, 8 hours if you don't count the 1 hour lunch they give us to take. And you come home, you make yourself a dinner. And you sit down to record a couple episodes of Monster Hunter. At that point, it's like 6, 7 o'clock. And that's great. Oh, thanks, Bang. That's what I kind of wanted you to do. Nice. Things that make me mad. Like the fact that the Congalala, or maybe just Congas. Congalala is the big boy version of the Conga. As long as you fuckers don't attack me, we're all fine. When you start attacking me and causing me issues, that's when I have to kill you all. That happens occasionally, depending on what game you're playing. Like there were in Monster Hunter World, there were periods where I would be fighting. It was usually like a Rathalos or something, and I would be super into the Rathalos fight, and then a fucking Vespoid would come up from behind me and ding me, causing instant stun, and I was like, fuck you. You fuckers can't stay away. long enough for me to have this fight with the Rathalos. That's not gonna hit. Okay, it did hit, but that was a bit surprising, I guess I should say. So, in other news, I'm watching, I wouldn't say new animes, I'm watching the same animes everybody's watching right now. Pretty much the super popular shit anyways. Dan to Dan. Sakamoto, I'm not really... I've been watching and I'm not as hooked as I probably should be. Because it's kind of like an action thing. But it's got a lot of comedy in it too, so it's like... hard, in a way it's kind of hard to take seriously because it leans more on the comedy and less on the like the battles and stuff like that. And that's funny. That's funny when you have like the strongest man in the universe sort of thing, and like he just has like a regular desk job. You know, like I guess kind of like whenever you saw Mr. Incredible in that insurance company, and he's like it makes sense that Mr. Incredible as a hero would want to try to help people. But like he's this humongous built jacked guy, and he's sitting in this little teeny tiny cubicle that he just like cowers over. Sometimes that kind of juxtaposition stuff's funny. But both of those shows, I don't know why, but both of those shows feel like they are just like storyline wise are just dragging, you know? Haha, you're an idiot. Oh, you didn't fall in my trap yet. Get over here and fall in my trap. Thank you. I didn't think it was gonna be that stupid, but it is. Balabarina. Yep. That's paralyzation. Almost got out of that too. I'll have to keep that in mind if I just when I actually decide to start farming her material. Just basically put some gems on in order to negate the sleep and or paralyze that these fuckers do. That's another paralyzation here in a second. Am I gonna fart now? No, I'm not. My Palico saved me. Thank you, Fang. The real Fang is a coward, but... well, I shouldn't say the real Fang is a coward. The real Fang does not like the outside. He's much happier to be an indoor cat. It's sometimes the opposite of what cats want. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. My neighbor had a cat for a while. I don't know if they still do. Cats tend to live a long-ass time. But my sister and her were friends. This is kind of why I know that. And the cat it was an inside-only cat, but that cat wanted to be an outside cat. Every time the door would open, it would try to sprint out the door. So like, basically, whenever people would come over, they'd be like, "Hold on, I gotta put the cat in the cat carrier," or "I gotta make sure the cat's upstairs." I don't know. I think it got out once or twice. Didn't go very far though, so maybe I'm exaggerating a bit here when I'm telling you this story. I appreciate the guild giving me more stuff based on how long it takes me to do the quest. But like, just because it takes me 10 minutes to do a quest instead of 5, doesn't mean I'm struggling. It just means that I happen to have not overpowered weapons yet. I think the fastest I ever did a monster hunt was I went back to play against Great Gyros. Is it Great Gyros? No, Great Jagras. I'm sorry. It's a Great Jagras. Low rank Jagras with like final level high rank weapons. I think I destroyed the thing in about under 2 minutes. Like a minute 50, I think was probably my best time. It's probably not fast enough, nearly fast enough for like a world record, but I thought it was impressive. Considering like the first time I fought the stupid thing, it took me over 10 minutes to do. And then I whooped his fucking ass so I couldn't even leave the first area. Get out of here. Sure. Yeah, let's do this. We got a little bit more to go. All Barina should be near dead now. And yeah, we'll go from there. Nice. Broke its petals. That's nice. The thing you really want is when you want to break the stinger. That's a piece of material that you get off this stupid thing. Labarina Carapace. Flora. Alright. You won't be able to see this, but this is the animation where I hand him a sausage. The cat lifts it up in triumph, and the bird behind it eats the sausage. Alright, we're gonna go talk to Gemma. And I think we're gonna cut the episode after that. When we come back, we're gonna be doing something a little different.
Come on over.
Probably another side quest.
Nice work out there.
Holy shit.
Not too bad for a first run. Well, you gotta put in a lot of reps for stuff like this. I'll piggyback on you again sometime.
If it helps with the investigation,
Hey.
I'm all for it. Just don't push yourself too hard, all right?
Well, aren't you sweet? I'm looking forward to it, Hunter.
It might just be my sick brain, but I feel like everything she says is like a double entendre. I don't know. Probably just my sicko brain interpreting everything sexual, and I really shouldn't. Peak approached. No one's gonna approach my peak. Ranking information. Fuck that. I obtained 3 new titles. Hooray for me.
Niba, upo c'è? Ibu ka hair.